Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, July 29, 2016, 7:20 p.m. in Birmingham. Woke up again to another murder last night in San Diego. Um, no one would have thought in this country that a lot of our problems would be internal. We thought that we'd have a battle with ISIS, but ours today is more with blacks than anyone else, it seems. And that's very troubling. They're pretty much telling us who they are. It's getting to the point where there's no more gas factoring in on this. And they're no better than ISIS as far as I'm concerned. They're the ones that's dropping out of schools because they don't want to go. They're the ones that choose to not get jobs because they get paid by the government. They're the one that chooses to go out and have babies. Each one of them may have 10 children from 9 different women. No one makes them do that. They're choosing to do that. No one tells them that these are the things that you must do. Or maybe I missed something. Maybe this is what Jesse Jackson and Sharpton taught them. Maybe this is what our president has told them it's okay to do in the last several years. I mean, he's condoned it. He's not done anything to stop it. So that makes him part of the problem, in my opinion. Sharpton, certainly. Absolutely. And this yahoo of a preacher that was screaming like a crazed fool, yeah, he's part of it. None of them, in my opinion, no one else's, are Christian. If they were, they would act more Christian. And again, this is not talking about all blacks. It's talking about all the idiots that are causing the problems. You don't see the numbers and that there are in blacks that comprise of the population, and then you factor in the numbers of the whites. Take a reasonable percentage-wise and compare it with the Hispanics. The blacks have the whites and the Hispanics and the Muslims down. I mean, they have risen above the other three together. If you add them all together, the blacks are more of a problem than the other three races of people: Caucasian, Muslim, and Hispanic. And your numbers are the smallest group of numbers. That doesn't make sense. But there's something I read here and listened to for a good while. RUSS DIZDAR, he called it the Black Awakening. When he said Black Awakening, he wasn't talking about black men awakening. The Black Awakening is like the time that we're in. But yet when you go and see Jared Holmes, or two guys, Holmes one, and then you have Jared, these are shooters that went after a congresswoman in Arizona, and another guy, you know what, and I've got it all right here, I've just got it scrambled. But the point I was making on these two men, Holmes and Jared, neither one of them remembered shooting. None of them remembered anything they did after they did it. In fact, it's almost like they were programmed to do what they did. And this is where RUSS DIZDAR, his study, is pointing to a far more evil, sinister plot behind this. Because people are doing things they don't remember. Some are eating faces off of people they don't remember. You have the two girls on what was it? Madness in the Fast Lane in London that didn't remember any of that. But yet they're run over by cars and trucks. They're torn up and they're still whipping everybody's butt that tries to help them. I mean, they have broken legs and limbs and things, and they're still fighting. They don't feel the pain. And they think they're being attacked by some bad people when in fact it's the cops. And they're saying, call the police, call the police. But yet, they don't remember these things. Are these blacks remembering going after the police that they killed? Do they remember it? Or is it something that maybe they have been programmed to do just that? To be at a certain time at a certain day. And when I say a certain time, a certain day, it doesn't mean that Joe Blow has to answer the call and go to 21st Avenue and 9th Street. And John Mack has to be the driver in the police car. No. It's just that when they get a trigger, then it goes into play. There may be three. A black female calls up, hey, I'm being robbed, and I'm at 9th Avenue, 21st Street. And then just so happened, two white cops respond to the call. The woman that's been robbed is nowhere around, but they get shot, two of them. One of them dies, and the two blacks take off. And I think they have one or have killed one and are looking for the other. I hadn't heard the update, but are these programmed? Are these being set up in advance of this? And just like they call your number, said, okay, you're up. And then you go into a trance-like state. You know how many people RUSS DIZDAR said that it's possible that could be under control worldwide, just like Holmes and Jared? He said it's possible that 100 million people are under the control of someone or some ones. We are the chosen ones, Russ was told. This is when he was trying to get something out of, like he's trying to do an exorcism. We are the chosen ones, he was told. We are the ones you have been waiting for. So, according to the information that he received, these people are programmed. But are the blacks that just started this killing lately programmed? We don't know. But America needs to stand up and take notice. And America needs to open the Bible maybe one more time this week and read a little bit more. Go and read 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. And see what that says. That's very specific. And God tells you there what he'll do for us if we'll do for him. And also in the end days, Micah 7:6, Matthew 10:35, Luke 12:53. These are some of the things that are happening today. And it's going to rip this country apart. Not only this country, this world. But today, it appears we're having more problems out of a very few number. What do they represent? 16% of the people in our country, the blacks. But yet, 70, how much percent of the crime comes from them? Is that making sense to you? Are they programmed? Are they just pissed off? Want to go back home? Trump has his hands full. But with America standing behind him, praying daily, we can handle it. In the meanwhile, I'm praying for all the families that are being hurt by needless people. You know, let me say this. You had all these people come out and destroy a city because of a black guy, big old black guy, getting shot by a cop. But you didn't talk about that 2-year-old that got shot through the wall on that same night, and it killed her while she was sleeping in her bed, and the bullet came from a black man. Y'all didn't hear about that, did you? But you heard about the black guy that was killed by the white cop after the black guy tried to kill the white cop. And the black guy had already committed 9 felonies, but yet he was only 16 or 17. And he had half again the weight on him the white cop did. But yet the 2-year-old black girl that slept in her bed gets shot through the wall, dies in her bedroom, and she's not the first one. So you choose to ignore this. Wake up, people. We got problems. Jody Wolf Expoz.